Hi, everybody. Welcome as we get set for volleyball on your Wednesday. One away to begin midweek, and the opening serve will go just a little bit long. And the first points belonging to the visitors of LBW. Hi, everybody. Robert Williamson set to bring you the coverage as we get our, I think, third, maybe fourth year of covering coastal Alabama, north, south, and 1 point east. Volleyball, basketball, softball, and baseball underway. And it's a one-apiece ball game. Coastal Alabama with these ladies starting. Lydia Miller. And the libero is Morgan Dykes, Reese St. Amant, Julie Moschel, Ellis Prowse, Dalen Williamson, and Haley Briggs. All part of that starting lineup for your home-standing Coastal Alabama North Coyotes. For LBW, it is Salome De Jesus, Dana Torres, Ashlyn Kelly, Reese Smith, Gabby Bellamy, Jana Rogers, Elizabeth Bean, and Brianna Smith. All playing a starting role in a 2-2 game. Coyotes coming in 2-0. LBW is 1-1, but that's irrelevant. This is very relevant. It is tipped over by St. Amant. And it's relevant because this is the first conference matchup for these two teams. So then 1-1 LBW mark that 2-0 Coastal North record. Will be usurped by whoever wins this one. Bunt back over to the left side, and Dele Torre sticking it into the net. Becomes a 4-2 game. St. Amant will go back to serve. St. Amant, a sophomore. This is a freshman-heavy Coastal North team, a sophomore-heavy LBW squad. St. Amant with a serve. Over to pick it up in the backcourt is Bean. Bumped over by the libero. That is Gabby Bellamy. Able to dig it out, Smith. De La Torre sending it over, back set. Driven, but driven back. Briggs trying to send it over. Blocked by Adeline Stewart. And Saints turn it into a 1 point game with 3 serving 4. Well, what a great venue. Older facility, yes. But you gotta love the nostalgia of these older facilities, as that will ricochet off Brianna Smith. But over the course of the 12 months from last year to this, air conditioning installed. And it is nice here. Melina Carrero back to serve. 3 aces on the year, picked up by Bellamy. It is tipped over by Stewart. And just a little bit short. The effort by Riley Edwards. And it becomes a 1 point game again. LBW has faced Santa Fe and Pasco Hernando. Coyotes have taken on Meridian and Pearl River. Into the backcourt, set to the left side. Sprouse trying to drive it over. She has been very successful as a freshman for these Coyotes. Into the net, and the serve belongs to Adeline Stewart. 12 aces on the year for Adeline Stewart. Into the backcourt to Sprouse. Little dink over by Williamson. Carrero able to get to it, driven over by Sprouse. To the opposite side of the floor. First block from St. Amant. Into the backcourt to Bellamy, back set. And that will drop into the corner from Ashlyn Kelly and give the Saints their first lead of the set. And turn it into a 6-5 game with Adeline Stewart serving. 12 aces already on the young year. Check that. That's assist. Boy, that does make a whole lot more sense. I'm going 12 aces in 2 matches. 2 aces. as that will go out off St. Amant. But I tell you what is impressive when you look at and I know it's very early in the year, at Snead State, they are averaging 8 aces a match. Might have had a couple of hits, and you did, on the Sprouse set. And LBW with a 3-point lead. Adeline Stewart serving. Drives it over Cadero. That'll be ace number 2 on the year for Adeline Stewart. And the Saints building a 4-point lead. And that will prompt a Coastal North timeout.
It's the dreaded appointment. You've put it off long enough. You've run out of excuses. And now you've got to face your fears head on. Fortunately, there's someone there who won't hold your feelings against you. Somebody whose efforts instead will give you your best selfie smile. You'll thank her when it's over. Be somebody. Enroll in the Dental Assisting Program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Little technical issue, trying to figure out what was going on with my computer. And during that little technical snafu, had a Coyote point to turn it into a 9-6 ball game. Coming out of the timeout, what a drive! Right there in the middle, Riley Edwards, I believe it was. Now check that. That was Dalen Williamson. Had a couple of Coyote points coming out of the timeout. Turn a 9-5 game into a 9-7 game. Ella Sprouse will serve. Got the back send from Smith. Over it goes to Lydia Miller and drives it over. Picked up right underneath by Bean. Sprouse back set. And that will go through the Ashlyn Kelly block. And Lydia Miller picking up the point and draws Coastal North within 1. Into the backcourt to Janae Wembley. Played off the roof, played nicely, and then slapped off the roof by Miller. Saints get the serve back. Ashlyn Kelly to serve. Looking for her first ace on the year. 10 serving 9. To the mid part of the floor. It is tipped over by Williamson there for the block. That was Elizabeth check that, Jada Rogers. Point Coyotes checking into the lineup, Morgan Dykes. Dykes will serve. Good crowd on hand. Watching the home opener for Coastal North. Saints will not have a home game until Wednesday of next week. As that will go off Cadero. Saints at home on Wednesday taking on Lawson State for their first trip to the house. And this, of course, the first one of the year for the Coyotes. Brianna Smith on the serve, picked up by the libero Dykes. St. Amant. Off the net and then dropped in fair territory. And the Coyotes get to within 1 with Julie Bochelle serving. Coyotes have been very impressive in 2 wins. have not lost a set. 3-0 over Meridian, 3-0 over Pearl River. Dela Torres trying to get to it, couldn't. We're tied at 11. And Moshel serving, hoping to break the tie. Got the back set, driven over by Bean. Able to pick it up, Sprouse. That is Miller driving it over. Setting up the mid part of the floor, shoved over by Rogers. And Saints reclaim the lead. Elizabeth Bean, the outside hitter. Sophomore with the serve. That is blocked, but out by Rogers. And the serve goes back over to the Coyotes. Kate Ball to serve. Looking for her first ace of the year. She's got it. No, wait a minute. What a nice save by Smith. Premature celebration. Saint-Amant throwing the tip over. And now it's the Saints asking for a timeout. We take the break too and come right back.
It happens so quickly. 1 minute you're driving to the store and then you ask yourself, am I hurt? Are they hurt? Who should I call? I just want to go home. And then someone appears. Somebody who lets you know you're going to be okay. Be somebody. Enroll in the EMT program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Big thank you to AD Daniel Head for the opportunity to again be back on campus and bringing you volleyball until we get to basketball, and then basketball until we get to softball and baseball. Ball serving, Coyotes by 1. And is fisted over by Stewart on a slightly errant back set. Nice dig and save by Reese Smith. Saint-Amant drives it off Smith. Coyotes by 2. And Ball continuing to serve. Into the backcourt to Smith. Setting up the mid part of the floor. Dela Torres blocked by Saint-Amant. Over to Rogers. Ball gets to it. Bochelle. Free ball sent over. That was from Dykes. Bumped over by Dela Torre. Dykes to Sprouse. Drives it. Drops it in front of the end line. Kate Ball continuing to serve. A 3-point advantage. Not a particularly good pass. Sprouse back over to Dela Torres. It is tipped over. Stewart getting the Saints to within 2. Gabby Bellamy will serve. Bochelle tipping it over to Sprouse. Back over to Sprouse to the left side. And Dela Torres there for the block. Dykes to Bochelle. Briggs with a drive. Coyotes by 3. And Saint-Amant with 3 aces on the year, the serve. Alternating liberos back in now is Gabby Bellamy for LBW. And you had 2 hits, 1 player. Saints cut it to a 2-point game. Into the ball game goes Molly Powell. Powell with 1 ace on the year, having appeared in both matches, all sets on the season. What a drive. There's power from Bean. And the Saints will make it a 1-point game. By the way, things have changed on Friday. We were to have been here at 11 a.m. for Reed State, then 3 o'clock Northeast Mississippi and Coastal North. That'll go into the net, trying to sneak it over with Smith. And instead sticks it into the net. And the Coyotes will serve. Melina Cadero on the serve. 3 aces on the year, third best on the team. And the Stewart the drive. But Reed State has canceled their volleyball program this year. So all Reed State games on the Saints schedule and on the Coastal North schedule. Scratched off. Got a drive from the left side by Elizabeth Bean. Saints knotted up at 17. Adeline Stewart with the serve. Biggest lead in the set has been 4. Kelly able to get to it. Saved by Kelly. St. Amant trying to get a pass to Edwards. A little too strong with the pass. And the Saints take a 1-point lead. Served by Stewart, she'll get the ace. Ricocheting off Sprouse. And it looks like the Coyotes are going to call a timeout. With the break, we pause too. Saints by 2.
Being a patient can make you feel helpless and vulnerable and scared. You're dependent on others to get well. Your care is in someone else's hands. Someone who, up until today, might have been a stranger, but somehow they know how you're feeling. Somebody who sees you as more than just a patient. Be somebody. Enroll in the nursing program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Two-point Saints lead. The last time the Coyotes called a timeout, they were down by 4, and then went on a rampage. Wound up building up a 3-point lead. Saints, though, battled back. And prompting Coach Stevie Dickey to ask for another timeout and hoping for the same results after the last TO. From the back part of the floor, and is driven over by Dunnigan. Here's the back set, Kelly tipping it over. Ball is there. Cadera pulling it off the net, able to reach back and get it over Edwards. Dropped in front of ball. Over to Sprouse. Now, did that get fingertips? And that's what the Coyotes thought. It's not what the officials say. It did look like, from this vantage point, it might have caught fingers. Into the net with the serve by Stewart. Coyotes down by 2. Served over by Sprouse. Over to the mid part of the floor. Drive by Bean. Setting up Miller, tips it over. Bean able to get underneath. Stewart, oh, she is tough. 21 kills coming in. It expands the Saints' lead to 3. That heads this direction. (22-18) lead. That is Miller with a drive over. Turns it into a three-point ball game. Dykes with the serve. Got the ace, drops it in front of Reese Smith. Coyotes cut it to 2. Dykes driving it over, backs in, Rogers. Cadero setting up Edwards, and Edwards makes it a one-point game. And Dykes will serve again. Floats it a little bit too long. (23-21). Served up by Brianna Smith. What a nice save by Cadero. Miller driving it too long. What a sensational play, though, by Cadero to try to keep it alive for the Coyotes. Set point. Served up by Smith. Dykes there first. It is bumped over by Phillips. Rogers swings it across. Sprouse there. Setting up St. Amant. Miller the top of the net. Dykes able to get it. Drives it over to Miller. Miller aiming for the opposite corner and will drop it in. Coyotes still alive in the opening set. Boschel got the ace. Kissed the top of the net and drops over. Boy, that was one of those that was inches away from ending the set. But instead, it falls inches in the direction that continues to keep the set alive for the Coyotes.
Happens so quickly. 1 minute you're driving to the store and then you ask yourself, am I hurt? Are they hurt? Who should I call? I just want to go home. And then someone appears. Somebody who lets you know you're going to be okay. Be somebody. Enroll in the paramedic program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Well, if the opening set is any indication as to what this entire match is all about, you might want to buckle up. 24-23. Boschel with a serve. Kiss the roof, we're tied at 24. And somebody's got to get to 26 to win it. Boschel trying to give the advantage to the Coyotes. Picked up by Della Torre. Back over to Della Torre. That will go out of bounds. Saints taking the advantage. And now back to set point. Picked up by Sprouse. Over it goes to St. Amant. Tips it over, tied at 25. Remaining 27 is where one of these two have got to get. Coyotes trying to take the advantage again. Saints did last time we were tied. Over goes to Stewart. free ball. Opportunity for the offense for the Coyotes. Smith able to get underneath. It is tipped over by Stewart. And apparently caught a Coyote on the way out. So the Saints by one again with Bellamy serving. Drives it over. Ball gets to it first. Bumped over to Sprouse. Tips it over. Able to get underneath Stewart. Back set. De La Torre. Over by Dykes. Nice block. Sprouse able to get there. Back over to Sprouse. Drives it. Underneath to Smith. Little just to the net. Won by Sprouse, and we're tied at 26. So 28 is your must-get-to point level. St. Amant with a serve. Over it goes to Stewart. Boy, she's so powerful. Brings it down the line. Coyotes thought it was out. Umpires say it is in. That got the roof, which is playable, but apparently not playable directly off the roof to the other side of the floor. So we're back to a tie game at 27. Two-handed shove into the backcourt, picked up by St. Amant. Setting up Williamson, drives it. Able to get there, Bellamy. Bump back to the front line by Powell. There's the first Coyote lead. First set point for the Coyotes, 28-27. Carrero with the serve. Gets the ace. Coyotes will win it. And the opening set belonging to Coastal Alabama North.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for two on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Preparing for surgery is like getting ready for the big game. You arrive early. You get your mind right. You make sure every tool is ready and the team has the right equipment. Your patient may never know your name. They may never realize that somebody cared enough to ensure all the little tasks were done right. But that's okay. You do. Be somebody. Enroll in the Surgical Technology program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Well, on an opening set between these two, as I mentioned earlier, if set one is any indication of what we're going to get the entire match, then we got some terrific volleyball on a Wednesday. Hey, quick reminder to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You were watching the game on YouTube. You may not have known that, but now YouTube's media player is our media player. So that means the subscribe button should be somewhere nearby. And if you would subscribe, we would be plum tickled pink. Whatever that old saying means. I think it means we'd be happy. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And a reminder, too, that everything that we do is archived. Another subscription, the premium channel. And you can watch this stuff over and over again. Well, the ladies have swapped sides of the floor. Saints to the near sides, Coyotes to the opposite side. And we're about ready to get set number 2 underway. And a string of set victories for Coastal North continues. They have played 7 and won 7. Saints and Smith get it started. That'll go long, won't touch fingertips on the way out. Saints taking the opening point. Wait a minute, now the official over in the opposite corner says it did get fingertips. So it is the Coyotes that take the opening points in this one. Bumped over to Rogers, and Rogers dropping it in front of Sprouse. Saints knotted up at 1. And serving for the Saints is Elizabeth Bean. I mentioned that the Coyotes, the best in a lot of categories in the ACCC early. Number 1 in kills percent. Number 2 in hitting. Number 1 in assists. Number 1 in digs. Sent over by Bean. Back set over to Miller. Rogers with a block. Saints with a 2-point lead. And Elizabeth Bean, the sophomore outside hitter, serving again. Dykes to Bochelle. Miller able to send it through the would-be block of Stewart. And a little too long with the shot from Elizabeth Bean. This is Kate Ball on the serve. Ball got her first ace of the year in the prior set. That is fisted over by Stewart. Well, a couple of teams no longer trying to get to Mobile for postseason. That's where postseason has been held volleyball-wise the last couple of years. But the facility that they played in, apparently either not there or not there in its pre-existing state. So the event, the postseason event, moved to a brand new facility in Albertville at Sand Mountain. Bellamy popping it over to Smith. That is a drive over by Stewart. Saints with a 2-point lead. Into the lineup is Molly Powell. Powell, the sophomore, 1 ace on the year. Serving in a 2-point game. The biggest difference, point-wise, between these two teams has been 4. Tells you how tightly contested this one has been. Williamson trying to tip it over, tips it out. And the Saints take a 6-3 lead. And that 4-point lead was a Saint lead. The biggest Coyote lead has been 3. What a drive by Sprouse. Coyotes cut it to 2. Melina Carrero will serve. She's appeared in every set, every match this year. Over to Stewart, drives it, able to get it through the Riley Edwards would-be block. And the serve back over to the Saints. Stewart doing the honors. It is hard to believe with the power that Stewart has that thus far only a single ace on the year. Tipped over and out. Elizabeth Bean going out with a block. Coyotes will get the serve back. 7-5 game, served up by Sprouse. Over to Bean, and Bean drives it off Williamson. I do not know where Dalen Williamson is from. The reason I bring Dalen up is I am a Williamson. I have a feeling it's a different set of Williamsons. My set of Williamsons not particularly athletic. Bumped over to Bean, aims for the opposite corner and goes long. So the Saints will serve. Dykes doing the honors. Morgan Dykes, freshman libero. Shoved over by Smith. Dykes with a nice save. Bumped over by Miller and then driven over by Rogers. Saints back out in front by 3. Brianna Smith serving. Back set. Fisted over by Edwards. Running set by Smith. Tipped over by Bean. Nadine Cover able to get underneath his Smith. But unable to send it over with Smith. You've got Brianna and Reese Smith. And Reese trying to get it to Brianna. Boshell serving. Smith bumping it back over to Bean. Cross court. Miller's got it. Boshell sending it back over to Miller. Drives it down the line and in. Coyotes get to within 1. Served over. Bean's got it first. Little dink over by Rogers to the mid part of the floor. And St. Amant. I don't know if she was ready for the celebratory shove from Miller. And I think she's going, you hurt me. Miller didn't intend to, just was happy about the point. Coyotes got the lead back. Saints requesting timeout.
Max hates going to the vet. It smells funny. It makes him feel anxious. And worse, overweight. But today he doesn't feel well. So he and his person are glad that someone is there to make him better. Somebody who also understands what a good boy he is. Be somebody. Enroll in the Veterinary Technology Program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Coyotes taking just their second lead in the set. They led it early 1-0. Then the Saints took control of the lead, grabbed an advantage of as much as 3. And now the Coyotes take a 1-point lead, albeit brief. Elizabeth Bean with the serve. Launches it over to Sprouse. Back set. Miller into the backcourt. Bean there. Over to Stewart. Able to get there, Bochelle. Over to the left side. Rogers and Gooden with the block. And the Coyotes will take a 1-point lead. Make that the Saints will take a 1-point lead. Served again by Bean. Nice save by Smith, and then Stewart goes wide with the kill attempt. Good crowd, as I mentioned, on hand. Season opener for the Coyotes. Pizzas for the students, and AC for all of us has led to a very nice crowd here on the Bruton campus. Nice save by Briggs. Bump back over to Sprouse. Fisted to Bean. Smith. Back set. Gooden drives. Drops it in front of the inline. And Bellamy will serve for the Saints. Saints, as far as matches are concerned, are 4-5 on the year. Winning 4, losing 5. As far as sets are concerned. Matches, you know, they're 1-1. Well, the corner ump saying it was out. The head umpire saying it was an LBW point. It had some Saint anxieties briefly. Just over the net, Bochelle able to pick it up. Sprouse drives it. Bean in the backcourt. Smith over to the left side. Stewart drives it in front of Dykes. And the Saints lead back to 3. And a timeout on the floor asked for by the Coyotes.
Discover culinary arts at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Well, a reminder, we are back here to Bruton, Alabama on Friday, a 1 o'clock start. As I mentioned, Reed State has canceled their volleyball season, so no 11 a.m. game, but a 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock matchup with Northeast Mississippi. Also coming up on Friday, we will head to Deepsville, Alabama. Second game of the football season for Bayside Academy. And Saturday, off to Milledgeville, Georgia. Wow, what a game on Saturday. Number 1 and number 11. Iowa Western and Georgia Military College. And we'll have it for you right here. Bellamy serves to get us back underway. Sprouse! The facial to Smith. Coyotes draw to within 2. Lydia Miller. Service error. Saints back to a 3-point lead. Molly Powell will serve. Picked up by St. Amant. And driven right back by Stewart. Saints with a 4-point lead. Serving is Molly Powell again. Sprouse able to get it back to Sprouse. Tips it over. Smith and Kelly. Opening set, a 29-27 Coyote win. Coyotes down by 3 and got to set point and then just battled back. Tied it up at 24, 25, 26, and 27. Before the 2-point lead, Smith able to get to it. It is bumped over by Bean. Giving the Coyotes a chance to set up their offense. Sprouse drives it, Smith blocks it. It is tipped over by Edwards. And let's see what happened. Well, I'm looking, see if I can get the official. Illegal block was what resulted in the prior point. Back to a 3-point St. Lee. This is Stewart with the serve, barely near the top of the net. Nice St. Amant save. Sent over by Williamson. Mid part of the floor, Stewart driving it off Williamson. And the Saints have matched their biggest match lead and have their biggest set lead. Stewart again with a serve. Sprouse able to get there. Back over to Sprouse. Drives it just inside the antenna. Smith setting up Kelly. Nice ball dig. Over by Sprouse. And Sprouse will serve. 4 aces on the year. The only Coyote with more is Bochelle. Smith with a back set. Kelly drives it. Back to a 4-point St. Lee. Ashlyn Kelly serving for LBW. St. Amant able to get to it. It was fisted over by Miller. Smith setting up Rogers. And that'll go off Williamson. There is the biggest lead of the match at 5. Kelly again serving. But first, a Coyote timeout.
You see an empty field. We see a world-class tournament. We see an amazing wedding day. An empty stadium becomes a music festival. We see a blank canvas. We're the people who bring the biggest events to life. Discover event planning at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Just a few more assignments. Don't you like our assignments? I mean, it's because they're not mandatory. They're just requested. Follow us Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And on all of the above, if you put JockJive in the search engine, good chance you can find us. .2015 Saints lead. And it's a service error from Ashlyn Kelly. Coyotes draw to within 4. Dyke serving. Picked up by Smith. That is the other Smith. Of course, I don't know who would like the other Smith labeling. She got a Brianna. And it is Brianna who will serve. Back to a 5-point Saints lead. St. Amant driving it over off Gooden. That'll drop in. Smith couldn't get to it. Coyotes trying to pull off another come from behind win. Boschel to serve. More aces than any other Coyote with 5. Over to Bean. Smith setting up Gooden. Flips it over. Dykes to Miller. Aims for this corner. And I think it was out. It was. And it'll be Bean serving. As the Saint lead expands once more to 5. Trying to tie it up at a set each. Dykes first pass. Boschel. Rogers and Gooden there to block the St. Amant shot. Saints 2 away from a 1-1 game. Served up by Bean. Boschel. Over to Briggs. And that will go out of bounds off of Bean. A 5-point lead. Saints needing 2. Coyotes needing 7. Smith setting up the opposite side of the floor. Stewart out of bounds. And the Coyotes cut it to 4. Cade Paul again on the serve. Smith able to get there and is bumped at the front line by Bean. Boschel setting up Briggs, blocked by Stewart. It'll become a Saint point. And the Saints are 1 away from tying it up at 1 each. Bellamy with the serve. Dykes can't return it. And we are knotted up at 1 after a couple of sets. Saints and Coyotes. We knew it would be a good one, and it hasn't disappointed anybody.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Couple of sets into this one in a one-apiece contest. Opening set was a 29-27 Coyote win. Set number 2, a Saint 25-19 victory. As we get set for set number 3, which of course guarantees that we're going beyond 3. We'll go to at least 4. And the way these two teams have been playing one another, going to a 5th set wouldn't be a shock. Friday, the next outing for the Coyotes. And the next one for the Saints is a week from today. As we get ready for set number 3. And last year we changed that COVID implemented process of not swapping sides of the floor, which I guess really wasn't that big of a deal. It's just that it kind of had this odd, not volleyball feel. The things weren't quite normal until we were able to get back to the ladies swapping sides of the floor. So now hopefully the pandemic aspect of COVID just a bad memory. Opening serve too strong. Saints take the lead. Well, if you look at the opening 2 sets, the team that scored first lost. So let's see. Sprouse able to save it. Dykes with a free ball over. Smith to Smith. Back set. Gooden drives it off the net. Moshel saves it, but Dykes can't get to it. And the Saints take a 2-zip lead. Brianna Smith, 1 ace on the year. A 294 hitter on a 127 hitting LBW squad. Miller sending it over Stewart. Smith with a back set to Gooden. Picked up in the backcourt by Sprouse. Driven over by St. Amant, but long. And the Saints lead goes to 3. Smith with the serve. Dykes first pass. Miller over to Dykes. Free ball sent over. Stewart there. Setting up Rogers, then tipped over by Bean. Moshel able to return. Gooden drives it over with the left hand. And the Coyotes down by 4 early. Back here on Friday for Coastal North Volleyball, our first Coastal South coverage. As that is played, or at least hoped to be played off the roof, is not on the Saints by 5 early. And the first Coastal South Volleyball coverage coming up on Monday, Labor Day. Brings to Moshel. St. Amant tips it over. Smith able to get there. But it is a Saint point, and they lead it by 6. Brianna Smith with the serve. Launches over to St. Amant. Moshel back set. Miller driving it over. Gooden shoving into the corner. And then too long goes Bean. And the Coyotes will pick up their first point in set number 3. Kate Ball serving. She's appeared in every match, every set thus far this year for the Coyotes. Dykes got a hand on it, couldn't return it. Saints lead back to 6. And Elizabeth Bean will serve. A 237 hitting Coyote team. A 127 hitting Saint squad. Got the back set, driven over by St. Amant. And St. Amant to serve. Into the backcourt to Bean. Able to get to it with the save Smith. Stewart sending it over. That is Sprouse with a drive. St. Amant again serving in a 4-point game. Bean first pass to Smith. Over it goes to Gooden. That is Bochelle picking it up off the floor. Sprouse over to St. Amant. Setting up Rogers, and Rogers will send it through the Williamson block. Saints by 5. Over by Bellamy. Bochelle setting up Sprouse. Goes to the opposite corner. Bellamy's there. Back set. Gooden. Blocked by Sprouse, but out of bounds. Coyotes taking a 6-point lead. Bumped over to Bochelle. Flipped into the corner by Sprouse. Coyotes getting the serve back. Melina Carrero checking into the lineup to serve, the sophomore with 3 aces on the year. Bean to Smith, driven over by Kelly. St. Amant. And I believe we've got a new face on the floor. That is Jolie Palmer, who's checked into the game. Off of the net. Palmer, a freshman who has only been in one other set this year. Checking into this one in a 10-4 game. Powell with the serve. Driven over by Sprouse. And it'll be Sprouse on the serve. Sprouse number 4 in the conference in kills percent. Averaging 3.67. 22 kills this year. Slapped over by Kelly. Over to Palmer and blocked by Kelly. Sending the serve into the hands of Adeline Stewart. Bumped over to Carrero. Williamson. Did it get somebody on the way out? Apparently did not. Boy, that was so close to Bellamy, so close to Stewart. But both ducked out of the way. Into the net with a serve from Stewart. Handing the serve over to Morgan Dykes. Dykes, 21 digs on the year. That is second best on the team. As that is into the net from Kelly. Tops on the team in digs, Sprouse. Well, she is, and obviously we're very early in the year, but she is already impressing. Leading the team in kills, leading the team in digs. Smith able to get it to Kelly, bumped over to Dykes. Carrero setting up St. Amant. And she'll drop it in front of Bellamy and Powell. Coyotes cut it to 4. Dykes again serving. Smith. I believe she was trying to set up Kelly, but instead sent it over and Miller couldn't get to it. Ashlyn Kelly, the sophomore, to serve. And the Dykes return into the net. Lead expanding back out to 6. Kelly again on the serve. Sprouse able to get there. Back set to Miller. Rogers with a block. And the Coyotes, seeing that lead expand to 7, ask for time.
Discover pastry baking at Coastal Alabama Community College.
.15-8 game coming out of the timeout. St. Amant off fingertips. Coyotes have been very good coming out of the timeouts. As a matter of fact, they've scored first in every such situation. Shoved over by Smith. Bochelle able to get there. Right back it goes from Smith. Smith sending it over. Dykes. It went out of bounds and Miller went to get it. Send it back onto the floor. St. Amant with the block. She and Rogers jousting there on the net. Bean sending it into the backcourt. Sprouse able to get there. St. Amant tips it over. Smith able to get there. Back set to Gooden, and Gooden dropping it in front of the inline. Saints with an 8-point lead. Driven over by Miller, picked up by Smith. Stewart sending it long. Coyotes reach double digits and turn it into a 17-10 contest. And it looks like the shot also took out an iPad, I think that belongs to the Coyotes, that's filming the action. That'll hit the net and trickle over. Man, if you could bottle that up and do that on every serve, you would be the ace leader. Stewart first pass, Bean pumps it over. St. Amant able to get there. Bochelle flicking over. Smith got underneath. Gooden into the net. Coyotes get to within 5. Ball with the serve. It is sent over by Bean. And you got Sprouse driving it through the Rogers block. Over by Paul, able to dig it out with Smith. Driven by Bean off Dykes. Saints by 5, 18-13. Off fingertips. Coyotes not willing to call this one quits. Back to within 4. St. Amant to serve. And you got a timeout on the floor. It'll be asked for by the Saints. Coyotes draw to within 4 in set number 3.
Think you need a 4-year degree to make good money? Think again. Get training in your own backyard. Master a skill to land a job fast. And start your path to a career that pays. So what are you waiting for? Discover the Building Maintenance Program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Saints have been up by as much as 8. The lead has been cut in half. And it is St. Amant who will serve. Coming out of the timeout. Bean picks it up first. Smith to the opposite side. Stewart trying to block it. Is another new face on the floor, Haley Westbury. And looking at the Westbury stats, we haven't seen her in a game period until now. Getting her debut playing time on a Wednesday here in Bruton. Rochelle setting up Savannah Kramer. Another getting some initial playing time. Kramer has been in 1 set this year. And you had a couple of Saints trying to return 1 pass. And we are back to a 4-point ball game. And you talk about getting into the action. The ball literally wound up right here in my broadcast booth. You see the camera, the angle. That's where I'm situated. It's a danger spot. Molly Powell serving, lead back to 5. Over goes to Kramer, sends it over. Able to save it was Bean, driven over by Stewart. Ball gets it, Sprouse tries it from the left side. Powell able to get to it, Smith setting up Stewart, and Stewart driving it into the corner middle wall. Alice Sprouse will serve, number 4 in the conference in kills percent and digs percent. Bellamy picking up the first pass over to Kelly. Palmer with a set. Flipped over by Kramer. And as Kelly driving it, Sprouse able to get to it. A whistle, though, and let's see what the call is. That is 4 hits, I think he indicated, on one side of the floor. Just barely clearing the net from Stewart. Kramer will drive it over. Powell gets to it. Bean. Off the roof. Nice save by Cadero, but it just came so quickly off the roof. Cadero could not get a particularly good pass to Miller. Back set. Flying tip over by Palmer and then into the net from Stewart. Coyotes within 5. Shoved over to Bean, drives it into the backcourt, picked up by Sprouse. Back set. Palmer sending it over. Bean to Smith, and Smith into the net. Coyotes again cut it to 4. Dykes into the backcourt. Over goes to Sprouse. Carrero able to save it. Palmer sending it over. Bellamy's there. That is Bean, I believe, driving it off Carrero. Checking into the lineup is Kara Snell. Snell has appeared in one match, played all of that one match. And we see her in this one for the first time relatively late in the third. Well, it is definitely late in the third, but relatively late in the match. Coyotes trim it to 4. Palmer with the serve. Floats it over. Palmer got it, and Smith slams it. Saints one away from taking a 2-1 lead. Smith will serve. We are at set point. Over to St. Amant. Picked up in the backcourt by Snell. Bean drives it. Palmer got there. Over to Miller. Into the backcourt. Gooden there. Gooden slams it over. And that will wind up dropping on the Coyotes side. Point awarded to the Saints. Coyotes going to question the call. He has indicated the official it was a St. Point to turn it into a 25-19 game. But St. Amant, the liaison for the Coyotes, and Coach Steve Dickey going to talk to the umpire, and now the official in a discussion. And let's see if the 25th point stands, and it won't. It'll be awarded to the Coyotes. So the Coyotes appeal and win the appeal. Steel Saints set point. Smith trying to get it to Bean. 24-21. St. Amant serving. Back over to Bean. Drives it. That goes out. Did it get fingertips on the way out? No. 24-22. Set 3 continuing after the timeout.
Think you need a 4-year degree to make good money? Think again. Get training in your own backyard. Master a skill to land a job fast. And start your path to a career that pays. So what are you waiting for? Discover machine tool technology at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Tipped over by Bean, able to get to it, Sprouse. Cadero setting up St. Amant. Drives it, drops it. Snell can't get to it. It's a 1-point game. Coyotes trying to tie it up at 24. St. Amant with the serve. Driven over by Rogers, and that'll end it. What a Coyote battle, but Saints will win it. Take a 2-1 sets lead as we head into set number 4.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Think you need a 4-year degree to make good money? Think again. Get training in your own backyard. Master a skill to land a job fast. And start your path to a career that pays. So what are you waiting for? Discover machine tool technology at Coastal Alabama Community College.
We head into set number 4. A 2-1 Saints lead. Ladies have swapped sides of the floor, and we get back to the volleyball. St. Amant sending it over. Smith able to get there. Smith setting up Rogers. Dykes will get there, but it is a Saint point. And I did not see the indication as to the call that got the Saints the point, but they will open up the scoring in set number 4. With Smith on the serve and Smith with the ace. And I got a feeling we will get an early timeout. If there's another point or possibly 2 from the Saints without a Coyote point, we'll get an early timeout. Coach Stephen Dickey does not want the Saints to build early momentum in a set in which they can wrap it up. Into the net, and the Coyotes will cut the lead in half. Julie Beauchel to serve. Number 4 in the conference with assists per set. She averages 7. Two-one ball game in set number 4. Opening set was a Coyote win. Saints take the next 2. Smith to Smith, bumped over to Bean. Beauchel will get there first. Dykes setting up Briggs. Rogers flipping it towards the corner. Saints taking a 3-1 lead. Saints trying to improve to 2-1 in the conference. I make that overall, and 1-0 in the conference. Coyotes are trying to go to 3-0 and win their first conference outing. And turn it into a 3-2 game, serving that is ball. Over to Smith, setting up Rogers. Rogers aiming for the corner and dropped it in. One official set in, the other out. And let's see which we go with, the out version. And we're tied up at 3. Smith to Smith, shoves it over to the other corner. Stewart, wow, she has been so effective on that left side, driving it down the line. Four 3 Saints lead. Bellamy serving, and that'll nibble the top of the net and trickle over. Turning it into a 5-3 lead. Nice dig by Dykes. A little joust in the net. Able to pull it off the net. Kelly Stewart able to send it over. Ball is there, bumped over to the left side. Sprouse drives it. Saints saying it got net. Coyotes saying it was blocked back over. And it will be Coyote point to make it a 1-point advantage. Saints, Coyotes trying to tie it up. Serving is St. Amant. Gooden will slap it over. He got a whistle. And you got an illegal block. Powell checking into the game to serve. Beauchel back over to Sprouse. Sprouse fighting it through the Smith-Ashland-Kelly block. And turns it into a 1-point game. Well, again, a reminder, we are coming to you through a media player on our website that's provided by YouTube, which means a subscribe button is nearby. So if you would subscribe, we would thank you. If you want to watch it later, it's on our premium channel, $25. Gets you a year's worth of access and unlimited downloads. Canero with the serve. Bellamy gets it first. Over to Stewart. Drives it off a ball. The Saints have been playing without Dela Torres. And I see her on the sidelines. I don't think she is hurt. Looks like she's holding a clipboard. Was in the starting lineup and then came out of the game. And we haven't seen her since. And as a matter of fact, she's keeping stats. So I don't know if she is injured, but I bring her up specifically because she was such dynamite as a freshman. Into the net from Stewart. And did appear to be a little bit off her game while in early, but we haven't seen her since very early in the first set. Over to Bean, drives it down the line. Canero able to get to it. Free ball sent over from Canero. And joust on the net. Tipped over by Kelly. And Kelly will serve. 9 serving 7. Just the body language of St. Amant tended to indicate a little bit of indecisiveness on that opening pass. Saints will build a 3-point lead, and the Coyotes will ask for time.
Think you need a 4-year degree to make good money? Think again. Get training in your own backyard. Master a skill to land a job fast. And start your path to a career that pays. So what are you waiting for? Discover marine industry technology at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Three-point Saints lead. If they win the set, they win the match. Coyotes trying to take set number 4 and force a 5th. Kelly with the serve. St. Amant to Canero. That is popped over by Miller. Nice block by Williamson. Into the corner, picked up by Sprouse. Canero setting up Williamson. Drives it, able to save it, Stewart. Bean sending it back over. Williamson going long. No fingertips. Saints by 5. Kelly again on the serve. Back set a little too strong with the back set, but able to send it over was Edwards. And then Powell got into the net. Serve back over to the Coyotes. Dykes doing the honors. Steps to the service line and fires. Smith to Smith. Rogers drives it. Sprouse able to track it down. Dykes with the free ball over. Over to Bean. Got her twisted around, but able to send it over. St. Amant will drive it. Dykes on the serve. Skims the top of the roof, but played off the roof by Bean. Over to Miller. And Miller will go long. Brianna Smith serving. Saints with a 3-1 loss to Santa Fe, a 3-2 win over Pasco Hernando. Coyotes 2 3-0 wins. Got an ace. Ducking to get out of the way. Edwards thinking it was going out. It stays in. And North with another Mississippi school on Friday. Their wins have come over Meridian and Pearl River out of Region 23. And there is another ace. Smith dropping in back-to-back aces that the Coyotes could have played but thought it was going out. And LBW by 6. Into the backcourt to Sprouse. Canero setting up St. Amant. Flips it over. Smith with a bump. Gooden drives it across. Over to St. Amant, and she'll drop it in front of Smith. Saints with Lawson State a week from today. And the Coyotes with Northeast Mississippi 2 days from today. Setting up Rogers, and Rogers will drop it in the corner. Elizabeth Bean, the sophomore outside hitter to serve. An .084 hitter on the year. Over to Miller, blocked by Stewart. Rogers there too. Smith picking up in the backcourt, back set. Gooden into the net. And it'll be Kate Paul serving. Sophomore outside hitter. Bumped over to Gooden, the left-hander, driving it over. Bochelle setting up St. Amant. St. Amant off net, Stewart and floor. Cut it to a 4-point game. Paul again on the serve. Trying to tip it over with Smith. It's a 3-point game. And Kate Ball will serve again. Ball was serving in that first set when the Coyotes were down by 4 and began a string of points that eventually put them up by 3. Saints want time. Coyotes have cut the lead to 2.
Think you need a 4-year degree to make good money? Think again. Get training in your own backyard. Master a skill to land a job fast. And start your path to a career that pays. So what are you waiting for? Discover aviation at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Coyotes make it a 2-point game. Saints ask for time. Paul able to get a hand on the Stewart shot, driven into the backcourt by Sprouse. Back over to Stewart, dinks it over. Picked up by Bochelle. Briggs driving it across. Smith able to get there. Smith with a back set. Gooden sticks it in the net. And it's a 1-point game. Kate Ball again serving on one of the most successful service runs of the match. Smith to Smith, over to Stewart. Blocked by St. Amant. Bumped over to Gooden. And the Saints pick up the point off Sprouse. Snapping a string of 5 in a row. Scored by the Coyotes. Gabby Bellamy on the serve. Dykes able to get to it. Over to Sprouse. And it's a 1-point game again. St. Amant to serve. 3 aces this year for St. Amant. Bean gets there first. Bellamy and Stewart run into one another. Bellamy trying to overcome the injury. And that might have played a role in her inability to return the shot down the line. Still recovering from that collision with Stewart. Knotted up at 17. Kelly driving it over. Moshel. It is blocked by Kelly and Ball can't get to it. Saints get the serve back. Molly Powell doing the honors. 18 serving 17. First conference game for both. Ball to Moshel, sending on the mid part of the floor. Williamson shot blocked by Stewart. Williamson able to get it back. Sent over by Briggs. Stewart goes long. Palmer into the game for the Coyotes. And Cadero will serve. Coyotes trying to take their first lead in set 4. Bumped over to Palmer, backs up to take the shot across, dinked over by Kelly. Couple of bodies on the floor, but St. Amant able to send it over. Back over to Stewart, drives it, St. Amant gets to it. 3 balls sent over by Ball. Back set, tipped over by Kelly. Nice Williamson did. That is a Sprouse shot off Bellamy. Timeout on the floor. Coyotes by 1.
Think you need a 4-year degree to make good money? Think again. Get training in your own backyard. Master electrical and mechanical skills, process controls, hydraulics and pneumatics, and land a job that can take you anywhere. Start your path to a career that pays. Discover electrical and instrumentation technology at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Coyotes take the lead as that is long from Cadero. Lead short-lived, back to a tie at 19. Serving is Stewart. St. Amant gets to it first. Dinked over by Sprouse. Another offensive attack as it is blocked by Kelly, and Sprouse into the net. Stewart on the serve. Sprouse back over to Sprouse. Drives it. And we're tied at 20. Each, Coyotes and Saints. A must-win set for the Coyotes. A Saint win, and they've got the match. Over to Bean. Drives it through the Palmer block, over to Miller. Into the backcourt, picked up by Stewart. Kelly shot blocked by Williamson. (21-20). Williamson sitting into the backcourt. Stewart able to get to it. Bean driving it through the Palmer block. Cadero setting up Miller into the backcourt. Stewart couldn't get the right pass. 2-point Coyote lead. Coyotes 3 away from forcing a fifth and final set. Over to Bean, blocked by Palmer. Two away from a set number 5 for the Coyotes. Sprouse on the serve, goes long. Ashlyn Kelly serving for the Saints. She'll go long. And the Coyotes are at set point. Serving is Dykes. Floats it over. Smith shoves it across. It's a 2-point game. Gooden back into the game. Powell coming out. Brianna Smith to serve, but it will be after the Coyote timeout.
Think you need a 4-year degree to make good money? Think again. Get training in your own backyard. Master a skill to land a job fast. And start your path to a career that pays. Discover welding at Coastal Alabama Community College. So what are you waiting for?
(24-22) Coyotes needing one to force a fifth set. Over to Bean, and unable to save it is Cadero. Saints get to within one. Smith again serving. A 1-point Coyote lead. Smith, service error. We're going to set number 5. (25-23) Coyotes. Fifth and final set coming up.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
It's the dreaded appointment. You've put it off long enough. You've run out of excuses. And now you've got to face your fears head on. Fortunately, there's someone there who won't hold your feelings against you. Somebody whose efforts instead will give you your best selfie smile. You'll thank her when it's over. Be somebody. Enroll in the dental assisting program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Wow, what a way to start conference play. Not up at 2 going to the 5th and final set. Coyotes taking the opening set and set 4. The middle 2, 2 and 3, belong to the Saints. And here we are in set number 5. That'll be the first of 15, but you got to win it by 2. And as you can see, there haven't been big margins of victory. Coyotes by 2 in the first and fourth. Saints by 2 in the third. Didn't win that second one by 6. When somebody gets to 8, they'll swap sides of the floor. And your 5th set's underway, and the opening point belonging to the Coyotes. Boschel serving. Floats it to Bean. Smith to Rogers. Blocked by St. Amant. Over to Gooden. Back over to Miller, and Miller goes long. Elizabeth Bean, the sophomore outside hitter. Serving for the Saints and gets the ace. Caught the top of the net and trickled over. Back set to Miller, and it's blocked by Rogers. So the first point in the set belonging to the Coyotes, the next 3 to the Saints. Bean with the serve. Sprouse to Boschel, setting up St. Amant. Bean able to get there. Gooden trying to reach over Smith to tip it across. And Kate Ball will serve. Coyotes hoping for one of those lengthy Kate Ball runs. Had one in the first set and in the fourth set. Tipped over by Sprouse. We're tied at 3. Kate Paul again serving. Into the backcourt to Smith. Brianna Smith. Back set to Gooden, and Gooden drops it in. Kelly checking into the lineup. Bellamy to serve for the Saints. They alternate libero, Smith and Bellamy. Bellamy serving, Bochelle. The Sprouse shot blocked. Briggs into the backcourt, picked up by Bean. Over to Stewart. Blocked by Briggs. Stewart. This time sends it through the Briggs block. Saints by 2 in a nearly 2-hour marathon. Over to St. Amant. Bellamy able to get there. Tipped over by Stewart. St. Amant trying to get out of the way, and Bochelle couldn't send it over. Saints doubling up on the Coyotes and forcing a Coastal North timeout.
Happens so quickly. 1 minute you're driving to the store, and then you ask yourself, am I hurt? Are they hurt? Who should I call? I just want to go home. And then someone appears. Somebody who lets you know you're going to be okay. Be somebody. Enroll in the EMT program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
A quick reminder, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And if you want to watch these games later, subscribe to our premium channel. $25, and you get a year's worth of access to any and everything on our website and unlimited downloads. Saints by 3 coming out of the timeout. And Sprouse able to deliver through the block of Gooden. Served over by St. Amant, setting up Stewart. And Stewart will drop it in front of the end line. Molly Powell with the serve. Harvard goes to Sprouse, drives it across. Picked up by Smith. Bean for the mid part of the floor. St. Amant a little strong with the pass. Giving the Saints an opportunity, and Stewart will drop it in, drop it over, and the ladies will swap sides of the floor. So the ladies have swapped sides of the floor, and we will get play back underway. Saints by 4, but a 4-point lead in a 15-point game is certainly more significant than a 4 and now 5-point lead in a 25-point game. A commanding advantage, better than halfway through the 5th set.
Being a patient can make you feel helpless and vulnerable and scared. You're dependent on others to get well. Your care is in someone else's hands. Someone who, up until today, might have been a stranger, but somehow they know how you're feeling. Somebody who sees you as more than just a patient. Be somebody. Enroll in the nursing program at Coastal Alabama Community College. The Coyotes have battled from behind twice.
and 1 in both instances. Set 1 and set 4. Down in set number 5. Back set by Bochelle. Bridge shot blocked by Kelly. Well, the Saints were to have played last night against Reed State. Reed State has canceled their volleyball season. Bumped over by Sprouse. A little joust there on the net. Stewart will drive it into the backcourt, drop it in front of the inline. And, of course, the Coyotes were to have played Reed State on Friday. Over goes to Sprouse, and Sprouse sending it through the Smith and Kelly block. Melina Cadero will serve. And timeout while Sprouse will lace up the sneakers. A 6-point Saints lead. Into the backcourt to Bellamy. Smith, back set. Kelly going cross-court. Cadero there. Ball. Bumps it over to Edwards. Tipped over by Smith. Over to Sprouse. Blocked by Kelly. Stewart picks it up. Back over to Kelly. And Kelly sending it through the Sprouse and Williamson block. Saints with a 7-point lead. Back set to Sprouse, and Sprouse into the net. Saints are 2 away from winning the match and going 1-0 in conference play. Ace delivered from Stewart. Set and match point for the Saints. Stewart sending it over. She will end it with an ace. And that's the end of the match. What a battle between a couple of teams that you expect to see in Sand Hill at the conference tournament in November. Conference opener. Saints will win it 3-2. And there are your final tallies. Coastal North going to 2-1 on the year. Same record for LBW. Saints 1-0 in conference play. Coyotes 0-1. Next outing for the Coyotes Friday at 1 against Northeast Mississippi. That will be a doubleheader. 2 best out of 5s. And for the Saints, all for a week until they're at home in Andalusia on the 4th against Lawson State. Thanks so much for watching our coverage. Don't forget, coming up Friday, of course, back here for Northeast Mississippi and Coastal North Volleyball. Friday night, Bayside Academy and Marbury High School football. And on Saturday, we'll be in Georgia for Georgia Military College and Iowa Western. 2 top 11 teams. 1 and 11 meeting on Saturday in Georgia. And we'll have that one for you here as well. For all the folks with JockJive and with Coastal Alabama North, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.